today easily. And this was another fun piece that I had a bracelet that's rows and rows of these things, and finally I'm able to use some of them. I thought it was really neat. And this one I got a kick out of because when I looked at it, 1950s I believe, Claire McCardle, American. It's called a wraparound popover dress, circa 1942. And I think the idea from popover is it's easy to wear, it's wraparound, you can toss it on, toss it off, pop over to someone's house, so on and so forth. I think that's the concept. But when I saw the dress, I thought, yikes, it looks like a housekeeper in charge of a castle and she needs a chatelaine. So I made her a chatelaine with keys. And there they are. Yep. See, I've been having fun. Let's see. Nope, this one has to go on this side. And I've just used some metal buttons here over the black. This one I used, what's it called? Not gabardine, but anyway, doesn't matter. And a sheet of decorative paper. This one, goodness. Yeah, Iron Lady is what I called her, but she ended up kind of sweet because, again, I put this old piece of jewelry that I've actually cut out the little hearts and just put that on there, and it was like, it's kind of neat. Christian Dior, French, 52 to 53. A gray moire, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, M-O-I-R-E-N, I forgot to look it up, but it's got that little thing on there at the end, so moire, who knows. And I just can't imagine this heavy material. They said it was almost unbendable. It was so thick and stiff, and I thought, well, ew, who would want to dress like that? Obviously someone did. These three pieces, well, this will give you some ideas of just how fashion goes over time. This one, a little jewelry finding. Evening dress, 1938. Madeleine Vionnet, French. 1938. Then we have this one, which I thought was very sweet. Jewelry finding up at the top. Silver satin, 1986. Versace, Italian. So 1986, 1938, and then this one, Tom Ford was the designer, House of Gucci, 2003, Italian. So you can see the wide range of dates, but you could wear any of those three interchangeably with today. More decorative paper. And this was really disappointing to me. These two dresses here, they did not have a large picture of them so that I could cut it out. And they are gorgeous. And this particular one here, it's a beaded evening gown. Pronouncing, let's see, Calo Sur. It was, Sur is sister in French. And I believe it was 2 or 3 sisters who had the design house. It's 1910 to 1914. A beautiful gown, but all they had was this small picture here. But, let me reach over here. This is some of the beading that was used on it. Just fabulous. And you can see over here the tassels that is sort of like an overlay. And then these beaded tassels were to weight it down so that it would hang correctly. And then this one, House of Worth. The House of Worth, W-O-R-T-H, was the first couture house in Paris in 1858, I believe it was. This gown, I mean, it's just beautiful. And they didn't have a large shot. They had an up-close shot of just the bodice, but it was like, hello. And it's an evening gown, 1898 to 1900. So I think they really did those two a disservice. And a lot I didn't include in the book because some of them are like, ew. The modern fashion, yeah, not my cup of tea. 1901. This is the lady who I showed you earlier. This is just an overall small view. 1901. Decorative paper. Here we have Jacques Fat's 1951 fashion show. I just thought it'd be neat to put all those ladies in there. And we have also some decorative paper here. This was beautiful. Christian. I'll get it eventually, you know. Balenciaga, French, 1940s. And I put the little beaded thing there. And just a little card. Here we have Karl Lagerfeld for the House of Chanel, 1990. These were boots, leather boots. Very short skirt, and then the overlay, heavily embroidered, just beautiful. Although I would have closed it up and said, to heck with the short thing underneath and forget the boots, just wear evening slippers of some kind, it was just so pretty. But they didn't ask me. This one is Christian Dior, 1957, 58. And again, you could wear that today easily. Oh, we had some more papers. I included some for just fun. 1960s, 1965 French day ensemble coat dress. And the name is Andre, let's see, Andre Coege. Andre Coege. Yeah. I'm sure any French people who are listening to this are rolling over in their graves. And I just put the little buttons on there. It was just plain. Thought, no. We need color. And a lot of the 1960s, that's when they introduced these block prints of, you know, large squares of different colors and stuff. So I thought, well, it's in keeping. This decorative page here, and and this is this is just a card, but this is a close-up of embroidery of a dress that was done. And did I write it down? No, but you can see it was a little jacket that went over a dress, a very simple dress, this color, but then the jacket was heavily embroidered, as you can see, and it was like a little bolero jacket. Decorative page there. This is who I call Pagoda Lady. This is an inset of the back view. And this is Yves Saint Laurent in 1980. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but yep, she's Pagoda Lady. I had fun with the leaves. Again, I just cut the leaves off and glued them down. Worked really well. This is another favorite. Beautiful, beautiful. Blue velvet, blue satin. See the little blue necklace and bracelet that I gave her. Cocktail ensemble, Christian Dior, French, 1949, 1950. And that's some decorative fabric that I'd had for ages and ages. Had little bits and pieces left, and I was able to use that, and that's just a little peacock. Decorative sheet here. This one was fun. This was actually on a shoe, a sandal, that I did not wear myself, but I bought the shoes at a thrift shop for like $2 so that I would have these two pieces, one on each shoe. And I thought they were so neat. So the brilliance against the black velvet. And then the, let's see, evening gown, House of Dior. The actual designer was John Galliano, who's British, and it was 1960. And you could wear that today easily. Bracelet and the little little bling there. And here we have, I hope I'm staying in. Let's see. This is called the Y Evening Dress, 1955-56 by Christian Dior, French. And you can see why it was called the Y Evening Dress. And this was part of an earring and part of an earring. So we just gave it to her and let her wear it. And then decorative paper. This one is fabulous. She started out with only that much on her. And I thought, yep, that's all she really needs. Well, Then I started creating this little bling there. And before I know it, or before I knew it, I had gotten carried away. And here she is in all her glory. So I added this. I thought, it's just beautiful. House of Dior, created by John Galliano, 1998. I was reminded of Scarlett in Gone with the Wind when she wore that black dress because she was in mourning, but she went to a dance and it was scandalous. And I thought, that's what I thought of when I saw this. And I thought, well, I might as well make it real scandalous and put some more bling in there. And here we have some decorative paper here. And here we have, again, this reminds me of 1940s, the old black and white movies. And it is from 1939. Evening dress. And I just put the little pearl. It was just black and plain. I thought, well, come on, you need something. So I put the little pearls on here, and then she's got a little pearl bracelet there. And then, of course, I reflected that in the black velvet with the pearls there. And this, again, this is from the cover. And you can see the difference. You know, we have this. And then we have just a little bit of bling here. And it kind of moves around. I thought that was neat. And the designer is Vivienne Westwood, British, 2005-2006. And this is the one that is one unbroken piece of fabric that's draped and spiraled and twisted, but it's not cut. And I just thought that was amazing. And in her little bustle there, we have some decorative paper. And then we also have this little notebook, which shows an close-up of a dress, feathers and beads and what have you. And here is the dress itself. I've just got it inside here. That's what it looks like. And it was, let's see, evening dress, 1960s, early 1960s, Givenchy, French. But that's what it looked like in a close-up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That goes in here. And, whoops, another sheet of paper, decorative paper, purple, because, yes, we have purple. Let's see, this one I think has to come down. And I usually don't use purple much, but I had some purple trim, so we used purple paper. Beautiful dress. This is a cocktail dress, Christian Dior, 56-57, French. She has a little bit of bling here and a little bling there. I just dyed papers, so I've got terrible looking hands, but oh well. Been having fun. And of course, this is the other half of the card that I used, that I cut up. It was from a dear sweet friend. And this one, I just put in for fun. This is House of Christian Dior, 2009. And she was one of the more conservative looking in the group of ladies she was standing with. I thought, okay, fine. I prefer the earlier ones, but I thought I'd tuck her in there for fun. And that is all. So now you understand why I call it a, kind of like a, not a dollhouse, but a toy box, because it has such beautiful stuff in it. But again, I do have the makings for at least one, probably two, that would be about half this size. If you're interested, I'll put my email below and you can let me know. It was just so much fun. It was just, what can I say? I had a blast doing this. That's why I kept it for myself. So, I hope you're having a lovely day. Take care. Today it's actually raining. Well, it's actually raining and snowing at the same time. But it's our first snowfall. It's not sticking here in Madison, but, you know, it was pretty earlier. Now it's just mushy goo. But, you know, it's January. What can we say? Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.